Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. How and why did that expression become the benchmark we cite to measure greatness? Even if it once had relevance, it's now old and worn out. There are far better standards we could use. Sliced bread is a swell convenience, but if I had to gnaw on an unsliced loaf, life would still be fulfilling, and I wouldn't like bread any less. Here are my own nominees for sayings we could turn to that might make the point better. It's the greatest thing since the internal combustion engine. So it's a little wordy. Where would we all be without our cars? Sitting at home gnawing on a loaf of bread, most likely. It's the greatest thing since 3-day weekends. This one's pretty tough to beat. Most Americans might not have actually paused to remember our fallen heroes over the long Memorial Day holiday weekend, but standing over burgers on a grill at the park or on the back patio was how millions of us welcomed summer in style. It's the greatest thing since the Emancipation Proclamation. Again, this one's a mouthful, but freedom from involuntary servitude is a whole lot better than bread, sliced or not. It's the greatest thing since elasticized waistbands. If you're over 40, no explanation is necessary. It's the greatest thing since God made little green apples. Just channeling my inner Bobby Goldsboro here. It's the greatest thing since the smoking ban. Clean air in public places, what's not to like? It's the greatest thing since buy one, get one free. Who doesn't like a nice BOGO every now and then? Come to think of it, how does that car dealer do it? Buy a car and get a second one free? What's the catch? There's got to be one. It's the greatest thing since hand sanitizer. Germ warfare got a whole lot easier for us and a whole lot tougher for germs when this stuff came along. It's the greatest thing since GPS. There really isn't any excuse for getting lost anymore, although occasionally I still manage to do it. It's the greatest thing since the ATM. This one has to be a strong candidate to replace sliced bread as a standard by which we gauge progress and convenience. A machine that spits out money whenever you need it? Is this a great country or what? Of course, like most computers, the automated teller machine is pretty smart. It figures out quickly if you don't have any Benjamins in there to begin with. It's the greatest thing since wine in a box. Hey, no longer do you have to struggle to put the cork back in the bottle. Why is that so difficult in the first place? Why does a cork swell to twice its size after it's freed from the bottle's clutches? It's the greatest thing since a light bulb. Why this one never took off is a mystery. Giving light to the world seems infinitely more important than cutting the world's bread into small pieces. It's the greatest thing since the self-cleaning oven. Don't ask, because I won't tell you how this came to be important to me. I will only say that I am glad the chicken was already dead. So, there we are. If you heard one you like, use it. Let's get it out there. Without a doubt, it'll be the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.